Buongiorno. Hi. I'm gonna turn this fan towards me.
Jared loves fans.
Dude. I fucking do.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
How's the lizard?
The lizard? How'd y'all hear about the lizard?
You're here!
What's up? But I didn't know y'all were all here. Like, some people
Wait, what's the lizard?
Oh, don't ask. Don't ask.
Jared has a friend.
You didn't see? No, there was a lizard on the stairs to the bathroom, so Jensen and I went to the bathroom separately.
Not separately.
And then there was a lizard on the stairs, and I was like, poor little dude, like he's so far from outside, so I captured him against his consent. No. I spent my childhood chasing lizards and like catching lizards, but I grabbed him and came up on stage and showed him.
There was a lizard up on stage here?
No, he was in my hand. He was on the stairs to the hotel room where we have a bathroom.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed all of this.
I know. I have some pictures.
So much has happened. This has been a big day for that for me. The lizard, and I didn't know about Trump getting shot.
Dude.
I miss everything. Holy shit.
Don't tease me.
Everybody's like on their phone. What happened?
What? I can't tell you how many people have said to me today, like, they missed.
Yes! Again! Yes, again!
You can't, I don't think we should say that. Holy shit.
That's not the lizard. It was green. That's a lizard. Let me see.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, you have a photo?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, with his new friend. There.
I'm scrolling through some really naughty photos.
Oh my god. Go back.
No, I can't.
Wow.
I'll get a lizard.
What a contortion.
Yeah. Here's the lizard.
Who are those other guys with you?
Where's the, yeah, it's pretty.
Wow.
Lizardo.
Yeah.
See, Lizardo?
Leonardo.
Where's the camera? Is there a...
It looks big in your hand.
That's what she said.
That's what she...
So delayed.
Good start.
I wish that's what she said.
I think we're a good influence on each other.
Lizardo. I'm done with that. Hi, guys, gals. Let's get to some questions before we get ourselves in trouble. Yeah, let's go over here. You.
Oh my god, I'm
Please.
first.
Yeah. Pretty
Hello, I'm Michelle, and I'm really grateful to be here. And it's a really special occasion. Yesterday, because of you two guys, I got to celebrate my 21st birthday.
I think you would have been able to celebrate it even without us. Unless we're your biological parents or something like that, which would become as a surprise to both of us.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
21?
21.
I know. I was 22 when we did season 1 of Supernatural.
I know.
Yeah.
And my mom actually was a fan, and
Fucking wild.
Misha's doing that.
Yeah.
And Jensen
are you sure you weren't in the
turned
audience?
27. He turned 27 during the pilot. Oh. Sorry. We digress.
I was 50 in season 4.
I know. Sorry.
You was enjoying the show. You're like, who's the old guy?
Is our grandpa here?
I just wanted to say thank you first, because of you two, I wouldn't be standing here. Like, you saved my life, and it means like a lot to me. And oh God, I'm getting nervous. And I hope one day to do the same thing to other people, just like you two did with me, because this means so much.
Thank you. Glad you're here. I think I'll speak for both of us when I'll say, we didn't save your life. You did. You have the power. It's inside of you. We have your power. We love you. The universe is going to universe, but that was definitely your strength that you have inside of you. Don't give it to us. We're stupid.
Yeah, now don't speak for both of us.
I'm glad you're
I
here.
would say I had a little conversation with Antonia, who is who's been a fan of the show just for a few. Actually, she's been coming to conventions for 4 years, but she's been watching the show for more than. She started watching it back in like 2011 or something. She said 2013. Thank you for correcting me. But she was saying, isn't it an amazing thing? I was just sort of pitching myself the other day, standing in the Roman Colosseum with some of my best friends, and realizing that we're here because of this stupid show.
Don't speak for both of us.
But it is kind of an amazing thing. Like, isn't life isn't it so full of surprises at every turn that this show that you started when you were a child, that I started when I was had just become a grandfather. But this show that we had no idea where it was going to go. We had no idea the friendships that we were going to form working on it, but also no idea the community that was going to evolve around it. And so many of us have these experiences that are like, I can't believe that this show has ended up having this impact on my life. And there are so many things like that crop up in life that you never know where to find them. But it's always so wonderful.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jensen Ackles.
I was apparently supposed to be up here, right? With these guys? They told me they're
I
like,
requested in my contract that you were not here. No.
I was supposed to be up here with you guys.
Don't mind he joins? Can he join?
Nobody to. Yes. Well, look, I'm happy to go sit down.
No.
Sit.
Sit. That's what I put on me.
Well, then let me sit over here so he can get the fans.
You ruined it.
Both of you guys are all over that fan. Leave her alone.
Fano. Lizardo and Fano. Anyway, sorry. We're chatting. Jensen's here now. Did you have a question or?
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit of mental health, and I had a little breakdown.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, and
Can't help you in that department.
actually was.
I have no mental health.
How do you prepare yourself, like, for getting in a new role after being part of Supernatural for like 15 years, like for The Boys, for Walker, or Gotham Knights, for example?
Do we prefer getting into other roles?
No, how do we prepare?
Oh,
How do you
prepare.
prepare? Yeah.
Gosh. Great question. I'll give it a shot. Probably a show.
You just broke your shoe.
For me, what I do is I'll read it over and over and over again. And you broke your shoe. He lost his shoe.
Do we have a shoe cobbler in the house?
Shoe cobbler? That's like a redundant. A cobbler is a shoe person.
Yeah, Jensen.
That's not true. It's also a dessert.
Yeah, Jensen and Mr. Ackles.
Very true.
For me, when I prepare, I just try and read it a lot and think about it a lot and sleep on it a lot, and then just do what comes naturally. It's such a weird. I don't know how y'all feel about this, having played different roles since Supernatural, but for me, I feel like I did so many things as Sam. Like there's kind of nothing I didn't do on camera. And so there are parts of me that when I'm doing like Walker or The Boys or the movie I just did, I'm like, shit, am I just like being like Sam now? But just trying to be honest. Do you feel like sometimes you spent so long as Castiel, 12 years?
I find myself, when the camera starts rolling off and being like, oh my God, I'm doing this just like Sam. It's weird.
Just better. Just better.
You just stay in the character all the time.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
What about you, Ackles? How do you prepare, like Soldier Boy?
You put the freaking suit on and it changes everything.
So that's so easy for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your question.
Thank you to you too.
Keep that power. It's yours. Hi.
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 Nice to see you again. I'm Ezgi, by the way. I'm from Turkey.
Hello.
And this is my first con, so it's really nice to meet
Welcome.
you all. Thank you. So my question is, you've known each other for so long, obviously. What's something about each other that still surprises you to this day?
Surprises.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd say Jared's energy still surprises me. Mostly just because I don't have any anymore, and I'm like, where does he continue to get it? No, he does have an oddly large reserve tank of energy that still surprises me. That's just the first thing that came to mind. I'm sure there's a list of other things.
I'll just second that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You seem to like, you seem to like always have also a presence for other people. Like you're always like giving attention to other people. I've noticed that I tend to, and Jensen too, like ignore other people when we're not disparaging them.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, you do seem to have a well.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all both. I am constantly surprised by Misha's wealth of knowledge of what's going on in the world and his perspective on it. He and I share a lot in common, beliefs and experiences and this and that. But every time I'm around him, I find something out. I learn something that I'm like, shit, I didn't realize that.
You're surprised because you think I'm so dumb.
stupid. Yeah.
That's the source of surprise.
It's like it's the polar opposite. And with Jensen, I'm gonna be really honest. I had don't do that. Last night on the way home from the con, I had like a full breakdown in the vehicle with Jensen and Cliffy and Daniela, and it was just like it just needed to come out. And like missing my kids and whatever, life. And I will never, I'm constantly surprised at Misha as well. He wasn't in the vehicle, but at Jensen's ability to go like, I'm here for you, buddy. Like, okay, you can veer this way or that way. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna get you back in line. Like, you good? You good? So his ability to be a soldier of sorts and always stay the course. And I can say the same about Misha. We've had talks for sure, but both those guys, like they're handsome and they're famous. They're talented, all that shit. But when you get to a private room and you talk with them, they're fucking so caring, and they don't need to be. They could be assholes. They're not.
People come to these conventions because they want us to get up on stage and like show our bare underwear. and dance together, and now we're having this like deep meditative therapy session with one another. And next year we'll come back and there'll be 14 people in the audience. They killed it for us. I will say, I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon here and turn the spotlight to Jensen for a second and say one thing that surprises me about Jensen, and we talked about this just 2 days ago, or yesterday, whatever, I can't remember anything. is your capacity to work so hard and to not burn out. Like, you'll get tired, but you'll keep going, you'll forge on, and you don't burn out, and you always step up. And I've always been impressed by it, but I'm surprised that you continue to carry that torch. It's a good example to set for other people, and I hope you take care of yourself. Honestly, I really do. And sometimes I worry about you. I'm like, fuck, man, you haven't stopped, you know?
Yeah, you're like 80 years old now. You gotta slow down. But Misha told me.
Don't have time for me.
Misha, we talked about this the other day, and he said Jensen wasn't there, but he's like, you know, what Jensen lacks in looks, he makes up for in work ethic. And I agreed. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Gotta say, last night in the bar, and thank you, Jared, for being honest. That's another thing that continues to surprise me about Jared. Is just his kind of his honesty about about the things that he struggles with, and I applaud that. But he, like most people, they've got those like stress toy things. Well, Jared really needed one of those last night in the car. He did not have one. So my arm had to do it.
Oh, no.
And
It's like
And it was-
that bruising all over it.
and as we were sitting side by side in the van, and he just kind of, I think I did something like this. I was like, hey man, I got you. And then he grabbed my wrist, and then he grabbed my forearm with his other hand, and just continued, like, through the entire sharing was squeezing it. And I'm not talking about like a gentle, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I haven't had circulation now for a few minutes in my hand. I mean, just the hardest squeeze, and then he caught himself, he's like, oh man, I'm sorry, he didn't realize he was doing it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, no, it's there for you. And I knew he needed it. He was like, I just need to just squeeze. And so, hey.
It's probably a good thing that your arm was there, because otherwise the upholstery on the inside of the car would have been shredded.
It would have been a mess.
He used to make fun of me all the time. They probably both did. Not make fun of me, but he'd be like, we'd be at dinner or something, and there's a coaster, for your drinks. And without knowing it, I just pull it apart into like 1,000 pieces. And
He doesn't even know he's doing it. Just picking
I
it,
think one
shredding
night
it.
at a restaurant you did that with my credit card. You did.
I did. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Sorry, man. Oh shit. Thank you.
That night just came up for some reason. It was a night like season 5 where someone took us out to dinner, and we stopped by this guy's house at first, and he was
in the end.
right.
It was season 4. It was season 4. He was Dwayne, right? He was one of the actors in 404.
He made us some appetizers before we
Yes.
went out at his apartment, and they were like these little slider burgers, and he was like, "I'll give you $100 if you guess what meat this is." And we each took a bite, and I was like, "Camel," and he was like, and then we proceeded to drink way too much.
Yeah.
That was the last time I remember throwing up.
Same. Yeah. It was a good night. We ended up going was that the
It
night?
was so fucking funny,
It
though.
was so amazing. We ended up going to this place. It was called Lumiere. It's now called like Daniel.
Super
Boulud.
fancy restaurant.
Super fancy. It's a wine tasting for Trefethen.
Trefethen wine, and Janet
It was
Trefethen
great.
was there
Was at our table with
at our
us.
table. And Jared is sitting next to her the whole time, and he's like, "So I want to understand wine better. So when you have like not enough acidity, for example, in your wine, what do you do to like bring it up? Do you like put batteries in the wine?" And Janet was like, no batteries in Trefethen wine. And he was like, "No, I mean to get the acidity back up. Like what kind of batteries do you put in the wine?" And he didn't stop. And Janet just thought that he was the stupidest person on the planet. It was amazing.
And then you shredded my
Then I shredded his credit card.
credit card.
And then, as the event is winding down, they come to our table and they go, hey, we would love to invite you to have a drink at the bar on us. And we're like, yeah, that sounds great. And so they go over to the bar and the bartender's like, we're closed. They're just trying to get rid of you.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love turkey.
Memory lane.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You should come.
I should, yeah. I am, yeah.
Bye.
Hi.
Well, you're revealing all of our secrets today.
It's all coming out.
Hi, I'm Laura. I've been a fan of Supernatural for like 20 years.
Since you were 5.
Since I was, before I was born.
I'm almost 30. So, yeah, on 25th of May, I'm 30.
Happy birthday.
And I was wondering, if the Impala could speak, what would she say after all you've been through?
Get out of me!
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Jensen?
She might have some suggestions on maybe a little like WD-40 in the door hinges. Just some small kind of like upkeep things that probably needed to happen. Also, I think she would also say, can you have the big one stop releasing gas?
I was gonna say that! I was gonna say that!
I was going to say that too.
Yeah, stop
I think we were all in agreement.
Pretty obvious that was the greatest violation that happened in that car.
Stop farting in me. Sam, thank you very much for being here. Happy early birthday. I literally just said it. Hi,
Hi, Jason, Misha, and Jared.
why am I last?
I'm asking of the sixth sequence. So I'm asking this question. You both are from China, and this question is for Misha and Jared, but we really love to hear Jensen's input in it. So we have been obsessed with past panels that you two, Misha and Jared, that you often talk about how much influence you have each. And I'm just wondering, did you still have that influence while filming the
We
episode
did,
of
on the
Voice?
way to stage today, we were influencing on each other. Or with each other, sorry. But, yeah, there's a lot of influence going on. Lots of it. Not as much because we're older.
Right, there's less influence, but it's like, I mean, after we spend a bit of time together, I can feel his influence in me.
Same. I can still feel it. Yeah. I'm softer.
And this influence is still exists in the new episode of The Voice.
What's that?
This influence is still having with each other in the new episode of The Voice.
On camera or off camera?
Hopefully.
I think that it's fair to say that in our upcoming episode of The Boys, that our characters have quite a bit of influence on each other, in each other. Oh, you know what I would also say about this episode? It seems like in this episode, there is more bodily fluid.
Lots of bodily fluid, yeah.
Possibly than it.
I know.
It's a lot of.
Bodily fluid.
It's kind of the highlight. Yeah. But it had a big influence on me.
Shusha.
谢谢 thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Follow that.
No, please don't follow that.
I'm gonna try anyway. First, thank you guys
for yesterday. My mom and I had a blast. It was amazing, just a perfect day. So thank you so much for that. And now a little bit rematch for the joke. Do you know what kind of bee makes milk? Yes.
Hold on.
It's mine.
Milk bee.
Come on, guys, you can do it. What kind of bee makes milk?
Cliff knows it.
I got it. I got it. A booby.
Wow.
Oh my God. That felt really good.
I'm jealous. Thank you.
I don't get it.
Maybe you should ask Misha.
Whoa. Thank you.
A booby? Is that like a Halloween bee?
Yes.
No, yes.
Come on, Jensen, we know it.
He's got it.
Boobies.
He just got it.
I just wanted to hear you say booby.
My pleasure.
Can we all on three say boobies for Jensen?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And your day is complete.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And thank y'all for the boobies. Hi, how are you?
Hi guys, it's lovely to see you back here again.
Lovely to see you.
Boobies.
Everybody has to begin each question.
Jensen, Jared, Misha, boobies. I'm from Great Britain.
What's the password?
So I have a request.
All right.
I have a request. There are a lot of people online that create the most amazing video edits, that create the most amazing art, that keep people like me that are fortunate enough to come to these kind of events. They get us through difficult times, but they also just bring joy. You open up Twitter or something, and it is actually quite a joyous place sometimes. And I just wanted to, there are people like Caroline, like Brandy from America, that may never get the opportunity to come to one of these. And sometimes they feel a little bit like less than, because they're not able to come, which is stupid, but you know, that's how they feel.
Don't call them stupid.
No. No,
Yeah, he's
so I just wondered if you could maybe give some kind of, just like something encouraging to say to them, to reinforce that they are just as valid fans as the people that are lucky enough to be here.
Yeah. I mean, from
Because
where
only a few people watch these videos.
Sure. From where I sit, every human is as valid as every other human. Whether you were on Supernatural or you watched it or you've never heard of it. I've seen a bunch, you know, I've done the YouTube kind of like going through whatever it's advising me to watch, or Instagram or whatever. And I've watched a bunch. I watched like a bunch of when people watch the finale and will film themselves. I think I love that there's a community out there, to Misha's point earlier about like the family this created and how vast it's become. I'm just really, I appreciate it. It's one of those things that, again, we got our scripts, we got our scenes, we got our lines, we memorize them, we show up to work, get our hair and makeup done, put on our costume, our wardrobe, and go hit our marks, say our lines, and go home and wake up the next day and do it again. And so seeing what has become of it is really cool and special and flattering and humbling. So keep it up out there, whoever's doing it, and hope to meet you someday.
Yeah, I will say I have watched a lot of those, whether I just kind of scrolled across them or somebody had sent me a kind of a fan edited video, and I get great joy out of kind of going back, and it's nostalgia for me, and I'll even send if it gives me a good laugh, if it's like a bloopers reel or it's a certain scene or something, I will then pass it on. So I would like to say to them, if we don't get to meet you, if you don't get to come to one of these things, or we don't run into each other somewhere down the road, thank you for putting those things together and bringing me joy. And I think that's kind of the cyclical thing here, is that if they're getting inspired by watching a show that we're doing, and it inspires them to use their talents to then create something that then comes back and brings us joy, I think that's just kind of the beautiful full circle of what it is that this fandom means.
Yeah, they just spread endless joy.
Yeah, and we are benefits of that as well. So I hope
these
they know that.
conventions wouldn't be happening were it not for those forums living online, and the show wouldn't have lasted for 15 years. And
What?
You're being summoned.
I am?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Where am I going?
Green room?
Green room.
no, we want him here. Don't leave us.
Can I stay? Boobies! You want to sit? I'll sit.
We want you. We need you. We don't want to do that
I mean, what are you gonna do there without us? The fun's out here, man.
You're just gonna
I'm talking about boobies.
You're gonna go sit in the green room and watch videos of these panels.
I'll do that tonight.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Franz.
thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm from Slovakia. This is my first convention ever.
Welcome.
First of all, Jared and Misha, I would like to thank you for being so kind at the autograph session and at the photo op. I was so nervous, and it was...
But not you. Somebody was a bit of an asshole.
Jensen, you can get better.
No. I did a photo shoot and the autograph with Jensen yesterday, so he was
How
very,
was
very
he?
nice.
I
He
want
was
to-
very nice and very charming. Very
On the
charming.
scale, like if this is Jensen and Misha up here, Jared and Misha up here, where Jensen falls.
Things. I think you are all three very unique, and I love all three of you for
Thank you, Mary.
welcome. So my question is, one of my favorite episodes ever is Just My Imagination with Sally. And I was just wondering if when you were a kid, if you had an imaginary friend, or if not, what brought you the most comfort?
That's a great question. I don't think I had an imaginary friend, but I spent the majority of my childhood in my imagination. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And there's something about kids playing, and I see with my kids now, you can be, you're a monster, and then you die, then you get up, and you play again, then you're an astronaut. And so before social media, before the internet, and before iPads and iPhones and stuff, I just walked around the neighborhood, or rollerbladed, or skateboarded, or biked, or something. And so I don't think I had an imaginary friend per se, but I was certainly living in my head. Y'all, did you?
I did not have an imaginary friend, but my daughter Mason had an imaginary friend. I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again because I don't have any new stories. Mason, when she was younger, she had this imaginary friend named Bobby, and she would talk about Bobby all the time. Bobby, a lot of people in our life thought that Bobby was real because of the way Mason talked about Bobby, and it seemed so real to her vivid imagination. Bobby was a girl, not a boy. And one day she came into the kitchen and she was bawling, like tears streaming down her face, and she was like, Dad, Bobby. And I was like, what happened, honey, what happened? She was like, oh, Bobby said a bad word. And I was like, ooh. Yeah, Dad, Bobby said the F word. And so I choked her. And I think I killed her. And that was it. Bobby was gone. She never came back again.
So this is why I don't cuss around my kids.
You remind me to never say a bad word around Mason.
Now Mason will swear sometimes, but when she does it, it's like crackling with like danger in the air. Like she'll say, and it's like, woo, nobody died.
Thank you, Mary.
Oh my gosh. I'll just real quick. So I didn't have an imaginary friend either, and I didn't have any friends. No, that's not true. But when, much like Jared, like the kind of left your, own devices as a kid growing up in the time pre-internet, video games and stuff like that, you really were kind of left to create. And I had a bunch of, I don't know if you guys have anything like this, but they're G.I. Joe men, like figurines.
Yeah.
I had a whole shoebox full of them, and on the weekends, I would go out into the backyard I'd go into the garage in my dad's like tool area, and I would grab a whole bunch of supplies and stuff, and I would go out in the backyard and in the bushes and stuff, and I would create an entire like war sequence and I would have like strings and paratroopers like, zip lining through the bushes, and I mean, it was like a whole world. And I did that for a number of years as a kid growing up, and it was, I guess my parents just look out the back door and just see me out there just creating a whole world and having dialogue, and I'd be like, like explosions going on.
And now you're still doing that as Soldier Boy. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
You just have a bigger budget.
That's right. I just get paid to do it now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a G.I. Joe. I still have a G.I. Joe from props from the Impala.
Oh, no shit, really?
No, that's the little army figure.
Yeah.
Is it not?
No. G.I. Joes were like, they were articulate.
Right.
Okay, I have the little.
No, those are just army men. The little green army men. But no, G.I. Joes. There was like there was like Cobra and G.I. Joe. And G.I. Jane. Which, there were some love stories there. But it was all of those characters.
Yeah, I don't have those.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. Quack and Barry. Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. How are you?
A little bit nervous, it's my first con. So,
Welcome. How's it going for you?
Not good. That well.
Yeah.
There was a hesitation there, but we'll move on.
yeah, it's a mix of emotions. So.
Losing your virginity can be complicated.
Exactly, yeah.
Movies!
I'm French, as you can hear from my awful accent, so sorry. I'm French.
You sound French. Your accent sounds lovely and sophisticated.
You're really kind.
Stop.
I have a quick question for all of you. I'm pregnant, my first pregnancy, and it's... That's exactly what I mean. Yes? Your reactions speak a lot.
It explains itself. Okay. Focus. We're pregnant. We've got twins. Home.
Yeah.
We're French.
Not virgins.
Not virgins. First time congoer. Probably last. What is the question?
You seem like wonderful father and husband.
No,
From-
no.
I know somebody that likes to get
His daughter murdered her imaginary friend.
You do the best. Do you have any honest advice for me? Honest advice? Like run, but it's too late to run right
You're
here.
having twins?
Yeah. For pregnancy, for children.
I mean, great.
How does adoption work in France?
I keep them.
Do you know the genders of the babies yet? Do you just know it's two? Do you know the two girls, two boys, boy, girl?
We don't know I want to get the surprise for the second.
So you're gonna wait. Great. So, I mean, I've got twins. They're boy, girl. But obviously, when they're born, they're just two babies, and so it is. Yeah. Write that down. And that's my advice.
Well said, well said. I mean, I don't know how I can follow that, but I will say this. One time Jensen and I were on set, and we were flipping through, he's getting some apple juice. It was one of these like super long days on Supernatural. I think it was like 3 in the morning. We've been working since 4 p.m. And we're just flipping through the internet, trying to keep ourselves awake. And a meme came up, and I saw it, and immediately got teary. We were both dads at the time. Misha wasn't on set at that time, but then I showed it to Jensen, and he and I both like basically cried. And the meme said, they're just babies. No, the meme said,
I would get yourself a t-shirt that just says they're just babies. Just to remind you and everyone.
they're just babies.
They're just babies.
They can't even feed themselves. They can't even wipe their own butts. Boobies. The meme said, there comes a point in your life where you pick your child up, put them down, and never pick them up again. Yeah.
And you won't know when that
And
is.
you don't know when that is. Yeah. And there's another quote that's kind of similar. Time is the only currency we spend without ever knowing our balance. You know, so the days are long and the years are short, kind of thing. Like it goes so fast. With, you know, so at some point in time when they were like 4 or 5, they become actual humans, but for a while they're just babies.
Okay, I do have a quick, for twins, I do have I could probably think of a lot of things, but one thing is the stroller. Stroller's a key thing. You don't want to get the side-by-side.
Okay.
You want to get the one-in-one. So, because the side-by-side is...
can't fit past someone on the sidewalk.
It's so wide, and you can't get through doors sometimes. So they make one that's like, where one's up and one's down, but they're in a line.
Okay.
That's the one you want.
That's really good.
That's real advice.
I have a piece of real advice too. And this is going to be an earnest bit of advice. I spent a lot of time when my kids were very young. It's going to be hard. You're going to be tired. There are going to be parts of raising these babies that you don't like. You're going to change a lot of diapers. You're going to feel like you don't have any time to yourself. Speaking from personal experience, I can say your boobies are going to hurt. There are going to be a lot of things that are really challenging.
Sorry.
I'll explain to you later. I'll show you. But there are going to be a lot, you're going to have so many sleepless nights. And and I noticed myself, I was putting my daughter to sleep every night, and I was holding her, and we found this way to put her to sleep, which was just bouncing. It was like, I bounced her like this, and eventually she would fall asleep, and then I could set her down. And I noticed that I was counting, and I would like hold her like this, and I would count. Sorry, that's not a good look.
I'd hold her. She seemed to enjoy it.
She's already pregnant.
So I would count, and I'd count to 150, and I was like, okay, when I get to 150, I can set her down, and then she'll be asleep, and then I can go on and go do the stuff that I want to do, because I was sick of having to stand there bouncing, putting her to sleep.
Also because you can only count to 150. You don't know what comes next.
And at some point I realized, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I have this amazing moment every evening to hold my daughter, and this is a fleeting experience that will be gone, and I won't be able to get it back. And you really have to take the time to pause and savor the experience, because it will be gone. And if you don't actually let yourself be present in it and think about the other things that you want to be doing, because it's going to be tempting, because it's going to be hard, but just stay in it, because it's so rewarding when you show up for it. And that's my advice.
Congratulations. And I'm so sorry. Congratulations.
And please take care of yourself. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Hi. First of all, I love you guys. Love your characters. Mostly a Sandra, admittedly, but
Nobody's perfect. Clearly you chose right.
But I don't think I ever cried as hard as when I first watched Castiel die. So I think you owe me therapy.
Sorry about that.
I wanted to ask for each of you separately, if your character at the end of the journey could go back for just 1 minute to talk to the character at the beginning of the journey, what would they tell them?
Avoid rebar.
Just a few inches to your left.
Shit. I don't want to say this because I ended up marrying her. But, hey, buddy, Ruby's lying to you. Yeah, I guess. They're just babies.
They were, yes.
I would say, listen, this whole Michael thing's gonna come about. And you're gonna be tempted to go to a church and fight Lucifer. If you have to, go fight him, but do it on the ground.
These two guys are gonna have a big influence on you.
But remember, they're just babies. Big, giant, idiot babies with a black car. All right, I think that does it for us. One more. Okay,
The last question.
all right, last question.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm from Croatia. Last year.
From Greece?
Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah. Last year I asked you if you were like a teacher's pet or a troublemaker in school, and then if you got some advice from your teachers that stuck with you. So this year I want to know if you have some advice for teachers that may help us.
You were a teacher, right?
Yes.
What do you teach?
Elementary, so like the first to fourth grade.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I do have something, actually, that a teacher told me one time, and now it's even more relevant because of AI and ChatGPT and Gemini and all that stuff. But I had a teacher one time grade my paper, an English teacher, and for whatever reason, I didn't read the book. We have this thing in the States called Cliff's Notes, or like Monarch Notes, and it's basically a summary of all the chapters in the book and what the main themes are. And the teacher gave me an A, but pulled me aside and was like, hey, I have a feeling that you just read the Cliff's Notes. You didn't read the book. And I lied my face off. I was like, no, I read the book. He's like, you didn't. And I was like, okay. He's like, don't worry, you got all the answers right, yada yada. He's like, but you're only stealing from yourself. Like, the idea about reading a book isn't about getting a grade. It's about what you learn and go through while you're reading the book, what you experience along with the characters, how you can travel. I never read the Cliff Notes again, I just read the books, and I got so much from that. And I think these days, maybe not in kindergarten, but I think a lot of kids are using AI, essentially, to answer questions for them, but they're really just stealing from themselves. Like, it's not about getting the grade, it's about going through the experience. So I would say something like that. I don't know what I really just said, other than, yeah, the years you have to learn and just go to school, you're not having to get a job. Some do, but this is your time to learn and grow and experience. And reading was a big thing for me, and still is. We get to play characters on TV now, but for a long time, I traveled by reading books or watching movies. I learned about different experiences by reading books or watching movies or TV shows or whatever. So enjoy the journey. Like to Misha's point prior about having twins or kids, like try and soak in the present moment. It's not about getting a grade.
Last or 2 summers ago, I went to a celebration of life party that was for two of my middle school teachers. And they were in their 80s and both dealing with some serious health issues and not knowing how much longer they were going to be around. And so they sort of decided they were going to hold a celebration of life party while they were still alive. And I went with my best friend from 7th grade, who was also a student of theirs, Darius. And we gave speeches at this event. And these two teachers, when we were 12 and 13 years old, absolutely changed our lives. They somehow made these two kids from poor families in a rundown mill town feel like we could amount to something and that we had creative thoughts that we could offer up to the world. And the incredible influence that they had on us literally changed our lives, and we are still recognizing that today, 40 years later. And I think that the advice that I would have to teachers is like, don't ever think that your job is small, because you actually have the power to totally change the lives of these kids. And it's such an incredible responsibility, and it's such a wonderful career to choose for that reason.
I'll just end with a quick statement that I'll just say that I know, as all three of us, as I would imagine a lot of us here, and I even know that my kids now who are in school, I've got a 7th grader and 2 3rd graders right now. We are all products of the environment that we grew up in. And it is largely the teachers that we had that helped guide us and help craft who we are. So, thank you for doing what you did. Yeah, and thank you guys.
Thank you all.